in the bullpen, but they haven't had to. For as good as the bullpen has been, they've been rested because of how great.
Going 7 full innings. When he pitched here on June 28th, went just 4, although he's in a ball.
Dave Roberts talked before the game about the important
move of Zach McKinstry going to the Cubs. The team did have to pick up a position player, so James
on the mound looking to rebound. Actually, Oral, what do you expect from him tonight?
Well, that's the most important part of his, where you really pay particular attention on how to start him and how to get it done.
How about get him to the lead? He only lasted 4 innings. The last time we saw him against the Giants, you can almost.
No game against Washington, and now they get set to face Kyle Freeland here in Game 3 on a U.S. Bank. Mookie Betts leads off, and then Trey Turner pitches today. Hanser Alberto bats 5th with Trace Thompson in left field hitting against a guy they're very familiar with. 19 starts this year for Freeland, above 7.
Yeah, no, he has definitely struggled, not only this season, few starts, but even over the course of his career. And he's aware, he's talked about it. Tried to.
Hands in, off we go with game 100 and a very generous strike one for
one pitch over 25% of the time. He really spreads out all 5 of his pitches.
Pretty much exclusively against righties. Backdoor with a cutter there, and it's 6th year with Major League time. Got Rookie of the Year votes in 2017. Of course, you always have to adjust for the. And this year, when you do that, he's still a touch above league average. Rocks and fires 2-2. Betts lifts a fly ball to center field. That's so long drive, but an out to open the game, and it brings up Trey Turner. Full season of games, Jess. 151 games. Trey Turner with the Dodgers rounded. Such a dynamic game. One of those guys you can count on.
Batting average and the pop he's been able to bring.
So well. That makes you smile. Probably going to impact the game in some way when you have so many different ways that you.
In one area, he's got other tools in the tool belt. Not many players can do that.
Most of his game, that speed.
Never slumps.
Playing a factor over the first inning or 2. First 2 games of the series, a half an hour. Staring into that sun still. For Kyle Freeland, and these 2 guys in the order here, Turner and Freddie Freeman.
It's pretty incredible too to have them back to back in every single guy that can run. Had one last night.
Folks, the first one, and that's part of how you do this. Rack up those countings, and you're an extraordinarily good hitter is the other. Though he's walked 3 times. 0-2 from Freeland. Bouncing ball through the middle. This guy's doing like he's done a few times this weekend.
Puts pressure on the D. With just a good location. Iglesias coming over, trying to go around it, do a spin move.
400 yards, and then showed up at his real job and hit one of the longest home runs for the team. Went out on the golf course yesterday and was hitting it this year. Takes a little bit low, ball 2. Floated to right. Freeman trying to score all the way from first. He will. Will Smith is knocked in another 6-run batted in the 3 games in this series, and the Dodgers lead in the first.
This is a hitter's count, and he gets a changeup that is actually a really good pitcher's, especially this series. Dodgers scoring early.
Hanser hitting 5th today. Second time that he's hit this high. And take an early lead as Hanser Alberto looks at strike 1. The order. Both times coming over the last week. Really fights this one off. Cronin first. Ends the inning. He's tonight as Charlie Blackmon leading off again. Then Chris Bryant and the All-Star C.J. Crawford. Elias Diaz catching. Garrett Hampson at 3rd and Jonathan Daza in left field hitting the league with that 2.49 ERA, even with a rough outing in his first start of this. His first one to Charlie Blackmon is high for ball 1. So he's trying to bounce back. He gave up 6 runs on 9 hits. That was on June 28th. And you go back season, he's not alone in that being the case. So many pitchers coming to Coors Field. Notice a drop. 2-0 is cut on and missed. 2-1.
Well, and because of that, you got to lean for a pitcher like Clayton Kershaw, who relies more on his breaking ball than anybody else. With the location, it affects the breaking ball the most.
3-1 on Blackman. Comes back home. A fastball for a strike. He's hit it like no team has this year. Rest of the league is at 150, 28th. To a 23rd win out of their last 27 games. It's 22 and second best record since the team.
History before the month of August. Babe Ruth 41 in 1928.
They won 69 of their first 100. 60. Pretty sure Aaron Judge just homered again.
He's got 42.
He hit 2.
He just passed Babe Ruth for the most all-time in Yankees.
Ninth pitch is lifted foul. But in his last outing, it was more than 20 pitches per inning against the Giants. On the 10th pitch, Blackman swats one to short. Turner.
Knuckles, but you look at the placement. The shift, Trey Turner, the lone man.
Hits last night. Since coming back from the injured list in late June, Chris is hitting .341. Scorched.
Yeah, exactly.
Below 1,000. It's that arm side fastball. Kershaw's throwing more time. He's actually been better against right-handed hitters than he has lefties.
That's so different, Joe. Predictable and being able to go inside a right-handed bat. I mean, he was able to be successful.
Curve, and it's 1-2.
In this pitch, you throw a fastball, same part of the plate, a curveball right off of it.
On a 1-2 pitch, fouls it off. 5-4. Craig Kimball able to lock it. Another 1-2. Perfect. One gone. Arm side.
Per inch of that baseball hitting the plate. It can't get any better than that for strike.
But a bunch just opens up so much more when he's able to locate that pitch. Although since the All-Star game, struggling mightily. 3 for 32. C.J. Cron, their lone All-Star position player. 2. Couple close misses. 2-0. Fly ball right field. Betts under it. Five for 8 in the 2 games. 391 over his last 11.
Because of how young he is.
Yeah, I just mean like if you're building, right? You're probably not picking Iglesias, but like
he's part of your future.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you're picking the guys that you're going to build around, doesn't always pan out when you get brought up to the big leagues. And Brendan Rodgers has been that and then some. Very.
First time somebody watched Brendan play baseball and said that.
He knows.
Yeah. Bo is on the team. He's at first as this one's bounced gently along third, and Kershaw's throw. First inning.
Great stop by Freeman. I mean, as soon as I saw
2 miles per hour off of the bat of Brendan Rodgers.
That's what's tough is, I mean, we
trying to pitch around it with Jose Iglesias, like Brendan Rodgers, hot lately.
beating bats.
So a first pitch curve for a strike. The 2 hits combined. Here's another soft one, but foul, and it's 0-2. Kershaw's 0-2. Outside with the fastball. A double from Will Smith. Iglesias grounds one to third that gets off Muncy into left field, and the run is not going to sit well with Cliff.
And look at the location too. I mean, you think about it, 2 strikes, slider down below the knee, I mean, playable ball. Even get you out of the run scored.
That is ruled an error on Max Muncy. So 2 infield hits, 7 games in a row. Slider for a strike. Home runs against Clayton. Takes ball one. That's by Freeman. Rockies, he's nailed another. Unbelievable. That throws out another runner. 2-1 Rockies.